Operate on expenses.
Ready, so I'm going to call the meeting to order. Good. All right, will there be any additions or deletions to the agenda tonight? If not, we entertain a motion to accept the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Support.
Got a motion support. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, all those in favor please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, no. Motion's carried. Roll call. Sir, are we completed? Okay, thank you. Next will be the Pledge of Allegiance. If everyone please rise and join us in the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you very much. Next, we would entertain a motion for the approval of the regular meeting of January 28, 2025.
So moved. Support.
Have a motion supported. Any comments or questions, additions, deletions? Hearing none, all those in favor please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, no. Motion's carried. Thank you. Moving down to hearings, we are to hold a public hearing at 6 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the agenda allows, which is for consideration of a request for PA 198 Industrial Facilities Tax Exemption Certificate for Avalon and Tahoe Manufacturing Incorporated. It is after 6 p.m., so we would like a motion to hold a hearing.
Move to hold the hearing. Support.
A motion support. Comments, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, no. Motion's carried. Okay, we've got a hearing open. Who's going? Casey, there we go.
Hi everyone. You all know me, but my name is Casey Zahner from Greater Gratiot. Today we have brought before you a request for an industrial facilities exemption application on behalf of Avalon and Tahoe. Avalon, it seems like this is an annual occurrence and we just really welcome that growth, but they have been a great industrial citizen in the city of Alma. They're the largest private employer in Alma and the county, and their most recent expansion again occurred in 2024 and 2023 before that. They currently have the largest footprint of any manufacturer in the county. They're at 477,000 square feet. Yeah.
It's almost 500,000.
Yeah. The first application, the application is for a 38,400 square foot building expansion of production space, which will improve efficiency and the quality of their products. This will expand the company's ability to produce things in-house, lessening the supply chain. The project is expected to be complete by the end of summer this year. The expansion will retain 100 jobs and create 10 jobs. And the total IFE amount requested is for $1,288,000. That is just in real property costs. Should you approve this application, it will move on to the State Tax Commission for final approval. And we do have representatives here. We have Frank and Jim if you have any specific questions.
Okay, who has the first question? Not hearing any questions from the board. Are there any members of the public that have questions? This is a public hearing. Not hearing much from the public as well. Would you like to say something?
Just a few words. As
Would you like to go to the podium and get yourself on camera?
Oh, sure, why not? I'm a stranger here, I'm sorry.
And you start with your name so everybody knows.
Frank Nerschel. I'm actually retired from Avalon Tahoe, project manager. We're excited about this new expansion. As you know, we have an assembly line process for those that have visited. This one, we're going in a different direction to boost efficiencies and throughput. We're actually going to have a line to a certain point and then it splits into garages. So boats will get finished by a team in each garage and then go out the building. So this adds an additional 240 foot to the length of the main process building. And we'll have some new services, some new offices, some additional restroom facilities for employees, lunchroom kind of thing. So we're excited and we appreciate your consideration. Thank you.
How many additional employees do you think? Additional employees?
We're going to say 10, but it should be more than that. I guess I should say also the boat shows are in progress across the country, and the response on our product's been great.
Good, glad to hear that.
Things are ramping up again. We got to make them.
Good news. Okay, anybody else with comments or questions, anything? Okay, doesn't seem to be much, so anybody in favor of closing the hearing?
Move to close the hearing.
Motion support, last chance for comments or questions. Hearing none, all those in favor, please say yes.
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 Any opposed, no. The hearing is closed. Thank you. Now, we are to consider a resolution authorizing PA 198 Industrial Facilities Exemption Certificate for the Building B expansion for Avila and Tahoe Manufacturing Incorporated.
Move to adopt.
Support.
Okay, got a motion support. Last chance for comments or questions. Nothing? All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, no. Motion's carried. Thank you very much, and congratulations on your newest expansion.
Appreciate it.
Good luck. I hope it brings you.
Happy Valentine's Day, ladies.
Thank you. Okay. Next up, we are to hold a public hearing at 6 p.m. or soon thereafter as the agenda allows for the purpose of determining whether the following described premises shall be designated and established as a commercial rehabilitation district under PA 210 of 2005. The property is commonly known as 130 West Superior Street, which is also known as parcel number 29-51-344-820-00. That's what you call it, okay. Any interest in opening the hearing?
Move to hold public hearing.
We have a motion support. All those in favor, please say yes.
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 Any opposed, no. Motion's carried. We have a hearing. And then,
I can,
you doing this?
I can do a little bit, and Brian Smith is here to talk on behalf of the new credit union that's going to go in this location. 130 West Superior Street. It used to, for most of us, it's the Ashland Portraits building for years and years, and then it was a floor covering business before that. So this project will add new HVAC, plumbing, electrical, major appliance, new signage. It'll be a brand new business to Alma and Gratiot County. I don't believe there's a branch of this credit union in Gratiot County at this time. So that's welcome news. This helps finish out, I believe this was our last vacant space in this particular block of downtown. So that's also welcome news. A few jobs created and a complete rehab of the space that has been vacant since Ashland Portraits moved out. So that's all I have.
okay. Who has the first comment or question? Hearing none from the board, are there any members of the public that would like to make any comments? Okay, I don't hear anything there either. Anybody have a motion to close the hearing?
We'll be back. They will be back once the project application's ready. This is set in the district, so.
Move to close the public hearing.
Move to close.
Support.
We got a motion support. Any comments? All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, no. Motion is carried. Okay, so next up, we're to consider a resolution authorizing the establishment of a commercial rehabilitation district for the property located at 130 West Superior Street, also known as property number 29-51-344-582-00.
Move to adopt.
Wait, that's different.
Those are different.
Yeah.
I was being silly on that before, but those are different numbers.
Yeah.
They are.
Do we happen to know which one's correct?
Let's look at it. It's 51344. I'm sorry, 344-8200. So
820, okay,
So
so
the
the
one
second
in
The
one.
582, the one in the resolution, that is incorrect.
Okay, all right.
yep, it should be 58.
So who made that motion?
I did.
Okay.
I'll move to correct it to 29-51-344-820-00.
Okay, thank you. And the support is, support is going along with it, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, is everybody clear what we're doing now?
Yes.
All right, thank you. So all those in favor, please say yes.
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 Any opposed, no. Motion is carried. Thank you very much.
Thanks. I'll be back next month.
All right, thanks, Brian.
Thank you,
Good
man.
luck.
Stay busy.
Okay, under miscellaneous, we are to consider a request for the city manager to conduct a closed session, which is permitted under Section 8E of the Open Meetings Act of MCL 15-268, which is to consult with the city attorney regarding pending litigation with the city of Alma versus Summerex regarding settlement strategy, because discussion in open session would have an adverse effect on the city of Alma's financial position. Your motion.
Move to approve.
Support.
Your motion support. We need a roll call vote, I believe. Sarah, are you ready?
I am.
Okay.
Commissioner Ullman,
Yes.
Commissioner Bear?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Harrington?
Yes.
Commissioner Gibson is absent. Commissioner Pitts is also absent. Commissioner Warnick?
Yes.
And Mayor Mapes?
Yes.
Thank you. The motion carries.
Okay, the motion has carried. Thank you very much. So we are going to go in closed session, and if anybody wants to wait around, we will finish the agenda afterwards, but we're likely to take action on the items there, so. With that, we're going to retire into the other room. Okay, everybody back and seated. So, find my place again. Okay, so we're back in session. Next item is going to be a recommendation on bids, consideration of a resolution to receive bids, and approve a contract with the recommended bidder for citywide traffic control pavement markings. Also to approve the related request for purchase. We received 2 bids from PK and for Michigan pavement markings from $41,217 to $49,133 and some change. So, your pleasure. Any pleasure.
Move the bids be received and the PK Contracting be awarded the bid.
Support.
Okay, motion support. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, this just gets more expensive all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I can't remember when it was like under 15,000, I thought that was outrageous.
It's just for paint the stripes.
Yeah, it's gotta have you gotta have them.
Okay, any other comments? All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, no. Motion's carried. Thank you. Agreements. We would consider a resolution to approve a change order in the agreement between Elma Transit and Progressive AE in the amount of $16,700 for the required soil borings for the design and engineering phase of the Elma Transit Building Expansion Project. Pleasure.
Move approved.
Support.
Okay, got a motion support.
This change order to do the soil borings for the new building expansion was not included as part of the architect and design as per the agreement. This $16,700, if it's approved, will be a change order in the grant funds awarded by MDOT as well. So all that $16,700 will be funded, or covered by the grant funds.
So we were just missed. This isn't 16,700 more.
No.
All right. Anybody else got comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say yes.
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 Any opposed, no. Excuse me. Motion's carried. Excuse me. Okay, reports of officers, boards, and committees. Commissioners may receive the following reports by one resolution, or any commissioner may remove any of the item within the section for individual discussion and vote. Before us tonight, we have the Parks Committee, January 27, 2025 draft meeting minutes. The Elma Fire District Board, January 29, 2025 draft meeting minutes. The Planning Commission, February 3rd, 2025 draft meeting minutes. The Elma Transit, January 2025 report, and the City Manager's report.
Move to remove both 1 and 5. Support.
There, motion support. Vice Chance. All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, no. Motion is carried. We received, I guess, 2 through 4, right? So now your pleasure with 1 and 5.
1, Parks. I just wanted to call your attention
Is there a
to...
motion?
I'm sorry. Move to receive 1. Okay.
Move to receive 1?
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. No support.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion. Comments? Roger, you got a comment?
I have a comment on
There you go.
Just briefly, take a look at, in the Parks, in the minutes, there's a section that's kind of in bold. It's motion by Mullen, second by Allman, to recommend improvements to the walking path at Wright Park for a community foundation grant application and establishment of a dog park for the Gratiot County Parks Millage Grant. Motion carried and bring it to here. The reason for that is these are the things that we have had the most comments about in all of the periods of comments that people have had about what we should be doing. And we kind of thought that the walking path at Wright Avenue Park, which needs help, or needs some additional work, it's a walking path around that. Community foundation would be good for that, and the dog park would come under new things that we could get from the county. that would be a new park as opposed to reconditioning, which is one of the things that they're always looking for, is it has to be new. So we moved those two. That'll come to commission eventually if we do it, but that's kind of what we're looking at, making our two big things this year. Getting the walking path around it, so cement path all the way around Wright Park for people to, and the dog park, which we haven't confirmed where it would be or anything yet, but that's what we're kind of looking to do. That's all.
Anybody else have comments or questions?
Roger, that path at Wright Park, wasn't that to go from the circle walk to go to the restroom was what we were talking about? I just wanted to make sure that we were...
The restrooms to the pavilion, to the parking lot. To make it more ADA accessible.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that I was understanding.
Yeah, no, that's right, that's right.
Is that to both pavilions then, to tie that all together?
Phase 1 would be just to the short pavilion. I think long-term, that would be something to consider, but the first phase would just be able to get it for ADA accessibility so that we can get from the parking lot to the walking path to that closer pavilion to the bathrooms, all within ADA accessible pathways. Again, long-term, or if money allowed it, and this is what the commission wanted, it'd be awesome to also be able to connect that other one, but that is, I'm guessing, a much larger cost than what probably like a foundation grant would probably cover. So we'd be starting with phase 1 of connecting those.
All right, thank you. Anybody else? Okay, we have a motion on the table to accept this. All those in favor, please say yes.
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 Any opposed, no. Motion is carried. Thank you. Now, number 5. Any interest in receiving that? We're gonna have motion.
Move to receive city manager's report.
Have motion support. Eric?
Yep, just very briefly, if you could help move us along. OHM Advisors, who's our engineer on our drinking water SRF projects, did provide their first progress report. They'll be providing us a progress report each month, and moving forward, we'll just put that underneath the reports on the agenda. Demolitions, I got a couple questions about the 4 homes that were demoed on the corner of North Lincoln and West Superior Street. We did talk about back in November, the owner of those parcels, that was their intention of demoing them. We talked about replacing with residential. They really don't have a plan at this point. They have told me they're open to looking at other things as well, but residential is the look at the moment. Delinquent property, personal property taxes. Staff we're looking at the least burdensome way to collect right around $26,000 of delinquent personal property taxes from 18 to 23. We have 10 entities that are included in those delinquencies. We hope we can do that the most efficient way. We can't just necessarily just write those off. If we did just write them off, we would owe the other taxing entities those dollars. So we can't just write them off and say, yeah, we'll just, the county, the school district, whoever else that has tax monies coming from that, we'd have to pay them out of our own pocket. We was able to attend a conversation with our state senator, our state rep, over in St. Louis on February 3rd. Main topics discussions for us was water and sewer infrastructure needs, how the needs that we currently have and the increases in fees that we've had to apply to our users to even get to the point where we are currently, and any help that they could provide in especially the clean water SRF. And also we discussed the veterans exemption, how it's calculated, and then how it's funded. How it's funded right now is the communities and the school districts cover that because we don't receive taxes on those. So that has been brought to their attention multiple times from what they told us, not just from cities, but from other entities as well. And then I want to bring to everyone's attention, we didn't have something in writing to bring to you, so I want to talk a little bit about, we do have a start date for the Pine Avenue construction. Pine Avenue construction will be closed from Washington Avenue to Panther Parkway. We're looking to start on March 3rd of 2025 for the scheduled improvements, which include a new road service reconstruction as well as utility upgrades and improvements.
Did you say March 5th?
March 3rd. March 3rd. We appreciate the cooperation during this process and understand this is an inconvenience as the construction progresses. This is by no means going to be an easy process. We know that it is going to be inconvenient. I'm not even going to state that. We appreciate your giving us this leeway of possible inconveniences. It is going to be inconvenient. That's just bottom line. It's not possibly going to be inconvenient. It is going to be inconvenient. During the duration of the project, it is expected to last through the summer of 2025 with an anticipated traffic opening date of late August 2025. If you're doing business at Arbor Grove or going with the doctor's offices along there, those will remain open throughout the duration of the project, although the access will be limited at times and durations from which direction we will enter depending on where the underground utilities are being placed. We do want to thank the community and the residents for supporting us, and this has been a project that people have said that we've needed for a very long period of time. I don't know how many times I've gotten a comment that the surface alone, let alone what's underneath, is in bad shape and it should be replaced. Well, here it is. We're going to be doing it. When it's all said and done, we can do the ribbon cutting in late August, early September. It'll be great and wonderful, but in the meantime, it is going to be inconvenient. But once it's done, it will be a benefit to the community for decades. The underground will definitely not be touched in our lifetimes. And the road surface, we're talking 30, 35 years, with some maintenance here and there. So that will be getting going here very soon. So the fun will begin.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
It's the right timeline to do it earlier rather than push it into the summer. So
the idea is the contractor that's working with us on it. The idea, his comment was if he can start earlier, which is this March start time, there's a greater likelihood that we can be done before start of school next year. So, and that's the goal. It's just not going to be pleasant. It's just not.
And it doesn't matter when the time is.
No, it's not going to be pleasant.
No good time to tear up a road.
Okay, any additional comments or questions? Hearing none, all those in favor please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, no. Motion's carried, the report's received. Thank you. Next up, we are to consider a resolution to appoint Thomas Cooper to the Elmo Public Library Board for a 5-year term ending June 1st, 2030.
Move to adopt.
Support.
We have motion support. Comments or questions? Mr. Cooper, I believe, did agree to this, correct?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes.
Good news?
Yep. It's good.
Anybody else? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Motion's carried. Excuse me, anybody opposed, say no. Pardon me. Give you an opportunity to voice your displeasure. Looks like the motion is carried then. Unfinished business. Are anybody in favor of paying the appropriations?
So moved.
Support.
We have motion support. Anybody have any questions? I hear none. All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, no. Motion's carried. Thank you. Commissioner comments. Drew, since you're holding up the one side of this room all by yourself, we'll let you go first.
Well, I just want to encourage everyone to get out to see Gaslight Angel Street in its second weekend, this weekend downtown at the Strand Theater, with the players putting that on. And I think they're also having auditions for the next show on Saturday, so if there's aspiring actors.
It never ends.
Get out to that.
Busy play.
That's it.
Okay, thank you. Danny?
Nothing else to add, thank you.
Roxanne?
Nothing to add, thanks.
Roger?
Other than Gaslight Angel Street is marvelous. It is marvelous. Go see it. That's all.
Always talented down there. Yes. Sarah? Anything? Evan?
Nothing, Mr. Mayor, thank you.
Eric?
Nothing further.
Okay. Nothing more from me either, so I thank everybody. Any members of the public like to address the commission? Please go to the podium and state your name and address. Give you 5 minutes if you exist. I see and hear no one, so we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support. Got a motion support. All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, no. Motion's carried. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.